Hi everyone. Well, today we're looking at units of length, how we measure lengths and distances. So we've got our tape measure here, with a few numbers on it. We're going to talk about the different types of units that we can use to measure things. So let's have a look at another device we use to measure things, which you're very familiar with. Okay, here's a ruler. It could be the ruler that's in your pencil case right now, or it might be representing the big long ruler that the teachers use sometimes in the classroom. And you would probably know already that that's called a metre ruler. A metre is our standard metric unit of length. Okay, and if this is a metre ruler here, then you would expect to have these little smaller measurements here to be what? They would be centimetres, wouldn't they? Okay, and your ruler that's sitting in your pencil case right now, it's probably 30 centimetre ruler, probably measures up to 30 centimetres in length. Okay, in which case, if it was the 30 centimetre ruler, this one here, then these little guys would not be centimetres, would they? No, they would be, millimetres. Okay, so we're going to look at the relationship between metres and centimetres and millimetres in this little video today. But also we're going to look at another measurement of length called a kilometre as well, which is a lot bigger, as you would probably know. Okay, so we need to understand all of these measurements and units of length in Year 5. But we can, of course, go beyond that. We can go into many kilometres. In fact, we can go to light years, which is how we measure distances between the stars and the planets. And we can go very small as well. We can look at microscopic things using microns. So measuring length can be very, very small, very, very large. These are the ones on this page here that we are going to need to know today in Year 5. Okay, so our main units of length. The first one we mentioned, which is the main unit of length, is 1 metre. There it is there, and 1 metre is equal to 100 centimetres. cm is the abbreviation for centimetres. Okay, so your 1 metre ruler has 100 centimetres in it, and you can go and have a look in the classroom and count them up and make sure that I'm not telling lies. I think you'll find that's true. Okay, now we talked about kilometres. Okay, a km, 1 kilometre. Now that's 1,000 metres. So if you've got 1,000 metre rulers and you put them end to end, a lot of metre rulers, you would make 1 kilometre in distance. All right, let's look at something a little smaller. Okay, when we're looking at just one little tiny centimetre, there are 10 little tiny millimetres that make up 1 centimetre. Okay, now I'm going to give you some time to write these facts down now in your maths book, because these 3 facts are going to really be important for you to learn. So spend a moment now writing those down. Just pause me. Okay, have you paused me? I hope you've paused me and you've written those facts down now in your maths book and you can show your teacher later. Okay. Now, we're going to look at how do we convert metres to centimetres. But first of all, why? Why would we need to convert metres and centimetres? They're 2 different measurements of length. Well, here's our Hubba Bubba bubble tape, and you can see it's mega long. It's 3 metres long. That's a long roll of bubble tape there. Okay, so just imagine you bought this 3 metre length of bubble tape, and you had 5 friends that you wanted to share them with, or share this with. Now the question is, how would you equally divide that bubble tape up? Okay, there's only 3 metres and you've got 5 friends and you want to equally, well, you're obviously going to have to convert the 3 metres into centimetres first, aren't you? And then work out how many centimetres of bubble tape each person is going to get. All right, we're not going to actually do that right now. You can probably have a go at that later. What I want to do is I want to grab, if I can, this fact here again. There it is. Okay, this is the fact we started with. 1 metre equals 100 centimetres. So if we're going to convert this bubble tape, 3 metres of bubble tape, into centimetres, Okay. 1 metre equals 100, so 3 metres, well, you probably can work that out pretty quickly. 300 centimetres. All right, so a bit further down here, when we're converting metres to centimetres, the idea is that we multiply by 100. Multiply the number of metres by 100 to get the conversion into centimetres. Okay, and if we're going back the other way, so if I said to you, well, we've got 300 centimetres of bubble tape here, then you can tell me, of course, that it's 3 metres because it's right there. But we're going back the other way, aren't we? We're doing the opposite operation. So it's division, but the relationship stays the same. It's still 100 centimetres in a metre. Okay, so when we convert centimetres to a metre, we divide by 100. So 300 here divided by 100 will give us 3 metres, okay, which is how much bubble tape we have. All right, let's move on and try some examples. Okay, let's do the first one together. 5 metres equals how many centimetres? Let's just remind ourselves again, go back here. So we're going from metres to centimetres. So we want to multiply by 100, because there are 100 centimetres in a metre. Okay, so 5 multiplied by 100 is 500. Okay, add the 2 zeros there when you multiply a number by 100. Okay, I want you to pause me now. I want you to have a go at part B and part C in your maths book. Okay, pause me now and see how you go on those. All right, so hopefully you've paused me and you've done B and you've done C. And so the answer is multiplying both of these by 100, we get 1100, 1,100 centimetres, and C, 2200, adding 2 zeros, so 2,200 centimetres. Okay, now let's look at D, because D, this time it's going back the other way. It's going from centimetres to metres. So remember, we'll go back here for a moment. Okay, down the bottom here, converting centimetres to metres, we divide by 100. We're going back the other way. Okay, so let's try this first one together. D, 600 centimetres equals how many metres? Let's divide 600 by 100. What did you get? I hope you got 6 metres. Okay, 6 metres. All right, so we're just sort of chopping off these 2 zeros here, aren't we, to get the answer. When you divide by 100, you take the 2 zeros off. Okay, have a go at E and F yourselves now. Pause me and do it in your maths book. Okay, well, let's have a look at the answers for E. 900 divided by 100 will give us 9. So 900 centimetres is 9 metres. 1,300 centimetres, 13 metres. Okay, now if you've got all of these right on this page, then you are ready to do the first 2 tasks on Mathletics now. Now, if you didn't get it, if you still need some help, time now to go and get it from somebody who knows what they're talking about, or one of your friends or your teacher is going to be able to help you and run through this with you. Okay, well done everybody.